In nearly every video I make, top advice I give is to don't go your retirement financial journey alone. Don't go it alone, okay? What do I mean by this? I do not mean go out and hire a financial advisor. That could be the right answer, may not be the right answer. What I'm trying to do is to highlight 5 problems, okay? And I'm going to summarize those. The problem starts with you, me, going down into our basement, turning off the lights, going in a closet, turning on a flashlight, and creating our plan. Sharing it with nobody. Nobody ever sees it. We look at the plan, and it's a great plan. Okay? That's what happens. Vast majority of people I talk to think that's okay. They use their Excel spreadsheets. Nothing can go wrong. 5 big gaps I've seen in this plan, and I've talked to hundreds of people about this, coached hundreds of people. Number 1, who's going to help you find hidden errors in your plan? And they are in there. Do you want to find them when life happens, or do you want somebody to point them out to you so you can proactively change, modify your plan? Oversights, assumptions, blind spots, misunderstandings. You may ignore inflation. Okay, something as simple as inflation you may have in there. You need, number 2, you need somebody to challenge your logic and force you to defend it. For example, say you put a rate of return of 9%, but you've got a 60-40 portfolio. That's pretty aggressive going forward, pretty aggressive. Even though you may be able to defend that looking backwards, and a lot of times people looking backwards, they have maybe a 90-10 portfolio or 100% zero stocks to bond portfolio while they were working. So why wouldn't I get the same return? There's a lot of things that change when you retire. You're going to get a little more conservative. So that's the kind of feedback you'd get from somebody like me. The other gap I see, number 3, is the highlight risk you don't even see. What about if a spouse dies early? Okay, what happens to your plan? What if tax rules change? How does that affect your plan? Sequence of return risk. How does that affect your plan? What if the market returns a minus 30% your first year? What does that do to your plan? Does it all blow up? Okay. Number 4, gaining the knowledge of others. Okay, I don't think anybody could argue that a 3-person retirement group is going to have more insight and more experiences than one person. So you're denying yourself all those other viewpoints based on experience and their own research. Number 5, what is your plan to avoid emotionally charged decisions? You go down in the basement, you start to get a little paranoid when you're working by yourself. And this time is different, right? Oh, this has never happened before. So what are you going to do about that? Huge gaps I see in people, and you may not see these when you're working, okay? And I speak from experience. When you're working, bringing in income, you're a lot more confident investor. When you're surviving on your nest egg, it's a totally different ball game. Okay, so some solutions. At a high level, it's just you need somebody to talk to, okay? Number 1, you can hire a financial advisor. Pay them assets under management fee. I've seen as low as 0.3% up to 1.5%. And keep in mind, this is negotiable. Vanguard, for example, has 0.3%. As long as you have $500,000 in assets, they'll give you a financial advisor, someone to talk to. Number 2, you could hire a fee-only financial advisor, somebody that you may pay $2,500 to $6,000 for a plan, a comprehensive plan. They give it to you, and maybe you spend, up to $500 a year in them updating that plan and reviewing it with you. I've seen that be as a good option for people. A lot of people head in that direction. Number 3, you can hire a retirement coach. The comprehensive software package I recommend, New Retirement, first link below. They offer this service for $250. These are people kind of like me that, may not be a certified financial planner, but they know quite a bit about this game. And they're somebody that you can run your plan by for, a very, very cheap price. When you're talking about retirement, that's pretty cheap, $250. So I've heard only great things about these people. So check out that link below. And I'm telling you, You try out this software free for 2 weeks, you'll end up buying it, and it's $120 a year. So what I pay, I bought it the last 3 years. So the fourth thing, and what I want to talk about mostly today, is to start a retirement group. That's totally free. And I recommend maybe combining some of these 4 solutions, do the retirement group and hire a retirement coach, or hire a fee-only financial advisor and start a retirement group. But as a base of everybody, I think they need to have a retirement group. So how to start a retirement group? Okay, group size and makeup, at least 3 people, no more than 4. Begin with people you've known for 20 plus years, and you have a pattern of, they've established a pattern of confidence, and they're just a good, hardworking person, inquisitive person, good personality. Everyone secretly wants to belong to a group like this. Believe me, everybody's saying, how do I find a group like this? But nobody wants to start one. So somebody's got to step out. And in my case, it was me. I'll give credit to my buddy for that. I was a fast follower with him. Seek out diverse approaches and situations for this individuals. Like, one person could be aggressive, person can be conservative, and one person balanced. I'm the balanced guy, I believe, in my group. And seek out people that will do the work and will be dedicated to doing the work and passionate about the topic. They will spend time on it. Okay, those are the kind of people you're looking for. Net worth is not as important of a factor above a certain floor. As a floor, minimum, you want them to be a saver, an investor, a budgeter kind of person. You don't want somebody that, has $50,000 all invested in Bitcoin and the lottery. Those are the only 2 things they're invested in. They got $500,000 in debt, and they got 2 leased cars. Those are not the people that you're looking for. No offense, everybody can live life the way they want, but that's not the person that's going to help you grow and challenge you and do the right kind of research, I believe. Could be wrong. Okay, so the rules for this group, just 7 rules. Intimate sharing, maximum trust, confidentiality. And I'm telling you, it's pretty easy to find. Number 2, they're passionate about each other's success. It's not a competition. It's not a competition at all. These are people you truly want to be successful. Number 3, you're accountable to challenge, not protect people's feelings. Answer the question, what can go wrong? So when another person, say the individual's name is Tim, is talking about their plan, it's my job to look for holes in that plan. What can go wrong? And I have to speak up, okay? This is not about everybody holding hands. It's about challenging your plans and knowing that each other is doing that challenging in a loving way, okay? Number 4, all commit to doing the homework. I'll talk about what homework is in a second. All commit to continuous study. So this is a hobby. You're going to spend 10, 20 hours a month on this, kind of as a hobby. I probably get that in 2 weeks. Number 6, you do not have to follow the recommendations of others. I could choose to take Social Security at 69 years old, and they could at 62, and they think I'm crazy and they poke holes in it, but I still get to make the decision. So there's no voting on what I'm going to do. It's just loving feedback. Number 7, you commit. Each person commits to replying to email, text, and calls for assistance in a timely manner. Okay, that's it. Those are the only rules. The meeting format. We started off about 90 minutes. I facilitate those just because I do. The early meetings went a little bit longer because we were trying to establish a baseline of understanding of each other's plans. So everybody was a little different, so that took a little while. We start off the meeting asking for, does anybody have any urgent needs, urgent decisions that need to be made? For example, if somebody's retiring in 30 days, that would bubble to the top and be the first issue we talked about. I've been retired 5 years. I don't have anything urgent. I'll defer to that person. The next agenda item is each person gives a brief update of their plan. How's it going? What's good? What's bad? What's ugly? What are your fears? A little discussion on that. And, in my job, if somebody is like displaying fear of their plan or concern, but is not admitting it, my job is to challenge that. Okay? So my job is to make sure the other two are successful and use all my senses and logic to help them with their plan. Number 4 thing on the agenda is monthly assigned discussion topics. For example, we cover long-term care, Social Security timing, I-bonds, financial advisors, anything that we want to discuss more and get 3 persons' perspective on. Are you getting long-term care? Why should you? Why should you not? That kind of thing. What have you studied? What were your sources? The next bullet under meeting format is our frequency has dropped from once a month to really about once a quarter. We've been meeting for 4 years, okay? We have evolved to where email and text works pretty good in between, and we like getting together quarterly, so that's kind of how often we get together. So pretty simple, folks. I never make a move without running it by this group. Never. Now, it's simple to do it, and it gives me some confidence when they do agree or say, here's what can go wrong, and I'm okay with that. That's just, it's the way we work. Don't make this hard. Don't make this hard at all, folks. This is a lot of fun. I look forward to this every time we meet. A couple things I discovered. My fears about confidentiality are non-existent. I have no concerns. We're 4 years in. They probably went away after the second meeting. I don't worry about that at all. And that's the number one worry I hear from people is confidentiality. Maybe I hang out with different people. I don't know. Number 2, if you consider your retirement planning as a part-time job, the information is readily available. You can find it in books and magazines. On YouTube is a great source. There's a lot of articles on this. It's out there everywhere. I've not had a problem of getting a comprehensive analysis on things like a trust or long-term care or Social Security. No problem at all. Number 3, I'm not trying to offend anybody here, but financial advisors, I found them all to be great people, okay? But they're not some magical oracle speaking to the gods about, the best retirement plan. They're not, okay? They're good people that have an expertise in this area, which means they spend a lot of time in there, but you could too spend time in that area. I spoke with 7 financial advisors before I decided to go it alone. And then when I made that decision to go it alone, Neil, and I got a link to his phone number down below that he's actually a pseudo financial advisor for me. I don't pay him anything because of my assets that I have. That's provided free for me. And, I have a great relationship with him. And if you're looking for a financial advisor, contact Neil, use the number, don't go through me, go directly to him. I encourage you to speak to at least 2 financial advisors, see what they can offer, let them challenge your plan. If you don't know where to start, the second link below, I found a group called Pickle. If you wanted a free 45-minute discussion on your topic, just hit that link. It'll take you to a calendar, okay? And talk to these guys and see. That can be one of your 2 financial advisors that you talk to. Don't go this alone. Talk to one of these individuals. Bring up an issue like, I don't know when to take Social Security. I don't know if I need long-term care insurance. Ask them, okay? I've made my plan on my Excel document. What can go wrong? Tell me some horror stories, okay? Talk to them about it. You need to talk to somebody about this, and it could be a financial advisor is your right choice. In summary, don't attempt to go alone. Folks, I think it is a horrible mistake to go it alone. Ego, overconfidence, and emotional decision-making are your enemy when you retire. And I was a very confident investor before I retired, Afterwards, you start to have some doubts. And it's not that there's a personality change. It's like, I don't have any money coming in every month. It's a big deal, okay? Don't let your ego get in the way of a great retirement, okay? If you're working, I can tell you, here's this is almost a fact. If you're working, you're overconfident about your retirement plan. How you gonna fix that? Retirement group, I think, is a great part of a epic retirement plan. I really do. I hope to hear about your new retirement groups you started in the comments, okay? Let me know what you think of this video. This is Joe out.